Let me click that. It's preparing itself. You know, I gotta get it over onto the main screen here. Let me click this. Yeah. Yeah, Contradiction, Spot the Liar finale. So exciting. Okay, I was just checking something. Alright, so yeah, I forget exactly where we left off, but I think it was a pretty relatively good spot. I think it was at the Hall of Mirrors, or some weird Hall of Mirrors-esque situation. Wait, resume? "10 p.m. it says. Let me see. Did I... Okay, the mirror room. Yes, that was the last thing. Okay, cool. We got a weird mirror room scene where it was Jenks stumbling and bumbling about in a mirror room with some, what was it, music? Some kind of audio was playing. I think it was chanting something, maybe. It was a Gregorian chant. Something along those lines. Let's see. So imagine I'm just gonna go and ask people about the mirror room is the whole deal here. Let me just check and make sure. Okay, yeah. Cool. Let's start then from the edge, as we always do. I think I have to adjust audio slightly. Ring-a-ling-ding.
Questions, if you don't mind.
Ring-a-ding-ding, indeed. He doesn't know anything about that. He doesn't know anything about that. He doesn't know much. James doesn't know much. He doesn't even know about the mirror room, so why did I even come here?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Unforced error on my part. I should have known James doesn't concern himself with the happenings.
A few more questions, if you don't.
Actually,
that's all for the moment. Thank you.
Actually, before I go into that, let me click. What's the progress? 78%. Okay, cool. So not much left to the game, I feel.
If that's okay.
Okay, we can ask about Ryan's arthritis and the mirror room. So let's go.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
Great.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Damn, this is the type of dad that is just willing to throw anyone under the bus. Blood? Your own blood? Throw it under the bus. As long as I'm not getting in trouble, you know? Doesn't believe it has arthritis. Low pain threshold. Ryan pulled his back last year. Okay. Interesting.
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Not really.
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
What a terrible pun.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
CD and mirror room use on the course. Mirror room use for meditation. Nobody allowed to know the combination code. So we got the combination code when it was on the back of the card, right? Like the business card, I believe, that Simon dropped, I think was the case. Simon dropped it, I believe. So, dropped business card. This is a Hail Mary, but yeah, I mean, it's on. Yeah, that's not really
back later on, if that's okay.
Admittedly, not a contradiction. I was just trying to Hail Mary, see if that's something that... I think what's going to happen is going to be a big thing if I go to, like, Simon and be like, hey, that code that you said was a PIN number for something went to this weird mirror room, right? That's what I imagine. Ring.
Questions, please. Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah, she said that he has arthritis, and then he confirmed it, I believe, right?
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
A likely story?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
But honestly fair. What is... Was there anything ever here? Had we triggered some kind of scene there yet? I'm curious. Also, I'm pretty sure progress only goes forward when we get contradictions. I think that's the case. So it's kind of like a rough percentage.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
I'll leave Simon for second.
Did you know about Ryan Rand's arthritis?
Arthritis?
Arthritis.
I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Mirror room. No, I heard about it, but I think it was only for the students later on in the course. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think she's got...
Thank you.
I don't think she has a contradiction building inside of her at the moment. Alright, here we go. Here's might be a big one.
About Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know.
Apparently.
I didn't notice he had any problems.
Give me that face. Jakes, give me that face again.
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Alright, good stuff. I do like, again, me, Austin, appreciator of small things in video games. I do love when you replay answers, it does a darkening around the edges.
Arthritis?
Ryan?
It's nice.
He's got arthritis?
It's the small things, you know? Alright, here we go.
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance. Then when you're ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so
Liar.
you can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Liar. But we know. We know. Didn't know the combination, and... Huh. Ah. Ha ha.
So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except... you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is
Simon.
the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Lock him up, Jenks.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you doing in there that you didn't want anyone, including me, to find out?
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death. Did Kate have the number?
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Oh, that's a pretty big detail to leave off.
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried some morphine.
Woo!
What do you mean trying to outdo each other?
Oh boy.
It's part of the course. To see how far you can push yourself. To see if you can do something you wouldn't normally do.
When was this?
A few months ago.
How often did you try it?
Only that once. I'd never do it again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
Whoa, we're going to 11. Holy shit.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing.
Oh no, only an hour left to solve the mystery? Okay, I didn't get a chance to... I mean, I don't think I'd gotten a chance to ask him about the mirror room. Oh man, I'm already on top of my shit right now, dude.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
And what do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do. And you don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself
I love him.
any way you wish.
So why in a locked
Just the right
room?
amount of smugness and
Make sure
assholeness.
You're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
Alright, so mirror room used by students. Room locked, so students aren't distracted. That seems dangerous, but okay. Mirror room used a few times a month.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I just
Probably
wanted to
back
see what
later.
he had to say. I'm gonna... What is upstairs again? Wait, is this where the mirror room was originally? Yes, okay. Haven't searched the woods in a while. Oh my goodness. Okay. Big news. Okay, so what have we seen other times we've been told to search the woods, yeah? Let's recap. We've seen the James enjoying his hookah and then hurriedly running away. We saw the drunk, the local drunk. Great character. We've been mugged with a bag placed over our heads. And then we saw the guy scratching the devil horn symbol into the tree and confront Jenks. So this is potential for greatness happening, you know? Here we go. Jenks, watch out.
Just keep pushing.
What the hell?
Just keep pushing.
Whoa.
Keep pushing.
What
Keep
the
pushing.
hell?
You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Jenks. Holy shit. Jenks, do something.
Excellent, Tom.
Ew.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Jenks, watch out.
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
Oh my
I don't
god.
need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
Who is this man?
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test.
Oh my God.
A pain threshold test. I thought you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea
gonna
to
fight
talk
him.
to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Fight,
Don't
Jenks.
make any rash commitments.
Nice. Oh.
Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Jenks, we don't have time. You just told me we have less than an hour at this point. This has got to be, to a car, right? I mean... Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum. Jenks is gonna break into a car, break into a car. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Break into that car, Jenks. Or make a noise, that's fine. Yep, he's breaking in. Alright, Jenks. Whoa, Jenks! Jenks really just doesn't give a shit. I like that about him. I, for one, would not be getting into these people's cars.
Bingo. Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
Huh. Huh. What a weird way to close that car. Okay, so we have... Okay. $500 check for Kate. An envelope containing a check for $500 intended for Kate was found in Ryan's car. Oh, boy. Wait, so we didn't get any, like, evidence from the hand skewer incident? It was just the key fob? It's a little bit of a bummer. I expected, like, a notepad note like this. I was, like, showed, like, tree, skewer, bloody hand, and then been, like, self-mutilation. Threshold test. Okay, so $500 check. I mean, if I... Oh, we're already there. That's... I forget, you can't just, like, warp back. Okay, go to the house. We're gonna ask about the check here.
Ask about a few more things, please. Now, why do you think Ryan might
It
want to give
is.
Kate
It
a
is,
check
Tim.
for £500?
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Tim, this is such a good... I've been having such a time with this. The characters in this game seem to be having, like, an act off, where they're essentially just trying to out-act each other, and it has been a lovely time. I got here with me a check of 500 Great Queen Elizabeth monies. That was my best attempt. Okay, so doesn't know why Ryan would give Kate 500. Knows Ryan was interested in blondes. But here's the thing, Kate, decidedly not blonde. So I don't know why he threw... Knows Ryan was interested in blondes. Not blonde.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
But okay, I'm sure that will be important at some point. Also, still very weird. I don't understand, why would your dad... I mean, like, my dad if you asked my dad, and you put a gun to his head or something and said, your son, Austin, what is his type? My dad would have no fucking idea. My dad would be like, I don't know. There would be no way he'd be able to say anything. So, it's to me, this seems weird that your weird, creepy dad knows what your type is, but maybe I'm overthinking things. Go into the pub.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I'm sure she's gonna love oh, best not to ask Rebecca about the money for Kate. That is, man, say what you will about Jenks, Inspector Jenks here, but he will not try to stir up shit. And he is purposely not asking about a $500 for potentially someone Ryan was having an affair with, because he doesn't want to destroy the relationship between Rebecca and Ryan. He may be a bit nosy and a bit of a kleptomaniac, but he is not here for ruining relationships, and I respect it. So 25, it's only gonna write my obituary, but it's not. It just seems weird. I'm probably in the same boat. I mean, my dad would be able to say some things, obviously, about me, but, like, it's just, like, for him to be creepily sitting in a chair and being like, oh, I know my son was, had a thing for blondes. There's no way my dad would have anything like that on me. He would be guessing. Straight guessing.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay, so we can't ask Rebecca about the check. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I love the handshake. Alright, well, we'll, check in with James here. He might have re-entered the importance of the narrative.
More questions, please.
Wait, he definitely doesn't know anything about the money. Well, what did he just... Can I just talk to him? What was that he got? Fuck. I can't just ask him about that moment.
Probably be back later.
That's some bullshit. Maybe I go snoop again? Okay. Not that. Large greenhouse. Ah, yes, yes. Snoop, Jenks, Snoop.
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he?
Ah.
He's got some explaining to do.
Poppy pods. A box of poppy pods was found in the greenhouses at the farm, delivered by an unknown man. All right, now we got him. Now we've got him.
Ask you a couple more things, please. What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Decoration. Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honor.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend.
That
Someone
was
gave
convincing.
them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found.
Uh-oh.
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Alright. A lot said there. Poppy pods used for decoration. Don't believe that for a fucking second, but fine. Selling the pods to pensioners. Never extracted opium from the pods. Pods from a friend who didn't want them. Never extracted opium from the pods. I don't think that is a contradiction with anything that he's previously said, but I think we might be setting up something. I mean, earlier, let me see. Let me find the other plant stuff. No. No. Salvia divinorum. Uses meditation, doesn't grow any other drugs. Maybe? I mean, a bit of a stretch. I don't think this is a thing. No. Okay, yeah, okay.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Alright, James, I've got nothing else on you at the moment. Let's go ask the old man about poppy pods.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about poppy pods?
Poppy pods?
Ever come across anyone selling them, using them?
No.
Okay. Well, it's a
Thank you. Probably be back later.
tough nut to crack there. She would know about poppy pods though, right? She's a big plant person, I thought.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about poppy pods?
Go on.
Ever come across
Go
anyone
on.
trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here.
Not that I remember.
Doesn't know much about poppy pods.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Puts us 81%. Look at that. Okay, to the lodge.
A couple more questions, if that's okay. Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
It is
Kind of.
opium.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay. Odd question, but have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
But I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so.
James doesn't know anything about the poppy pods. James once drank opium tea, is allergic to opiates. Is allergic to opiates. This isn't, Oh, yeah, I am smart about drugs.
You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
You
Yeah.
You're
dumb.
allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
Got him. Got him.
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate.
Prime
It
candidate.
means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me, and the other person's the...
Victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing.
Oh boy.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear. Atlas seemed to have
Just
this
leave
all
it on that, I
neatly
guess.
worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Is this what happened to Kate? Okay, so Atlas Prime candidates.
Okay, that's it for now.
Interesting. Interesting.
Do you know what a prime candidate is at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards.
What?
I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know
That sounds like
anyone
bullshit.
in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest.
Shade.
Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Okay. Weird, but okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
%85%. Oh my god, we're so close to busting this wide open. Alright, I don't think James will have anything to say about prime candidates, but it's, I think, worth asking a bit here. Just because he seems prime for a...
Thank you.
Yeah. He seems prime for a
you.
contradiction
Probably be
at some
back
point
later.
here soon.
Ask you a couple more things, please. What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
The beach.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies.
Again, sounds like
we
bullshit.
Provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Oh my god. Prime candidates are the best students. Prime candidates given a well-paid job. Atlas receives kickback payment. This is a massive guess. Okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Huh. Ring,
Just a few
ring.
more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas, it's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But
She knows it's bullshit
Mostly
too.
they aren't up to it.
what happens then?
They get sacked.
Failed prime candidates get sacked. Most students aren't up to the job. The best students, prime candidates, get a guaranteed job with good salary.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Interesting. They're the ones who told us about prime candidates, right?
Ask about a few more things, please.
All right, we got a couple things here. These are going to be big things. Big things.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
Knows opium can be extracted from poppy pods. Wasn't there a thing earlier where he said, like, he knew nothing about drugs? It'd be in, like, Salvia Divinorum. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Prime candidates.
Now,
leaving the best for
tell
last.
me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students, the ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It seems a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives, more than I.
So shady.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Simon had been trying to undermine Kate. Never asked Simon to test Kate. Students aren't tested. Students aren't tested? I know I'm really delaying asking about the check, but students aren't tested seems wrong. Students aren't tested. I mean, aren't tested is such a broad...
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car. On
Fell
the driveway
out of
at
your
Brandon
car?
House.
I suppose so.
So
Didn't
why
fall
are
out of his
you
car.
going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
No ulterior reason for giving Kate the money. Now, he might have been interested in Kate, it sounds like. Which is crazy, because we know that he had a thing with, what's-her-face? Emma? He had a thing with Emma for a bit there. So was he also interested in Kate? It sounds like this whole Atlas thing is just a way for him to try to get with people. And his creepy dad to get with people, honestly, if we're really...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, I probably will be back later. Okay, let's... okay, still 85. Call the chief. Oh, call the chief, dude. Call the chief. Here we go.
Got something interesting, Jenks?
Very much so, sir. An interesting discovery in Ryan's car. A check for £500 from Ryan made out to Kate.
Blimey, how does he explain that?
He said it was an incentive. Apparently he'd heard she was thinking of leaving the course.
What made her so special that they were willing to pay her to stay?
Just a good student, I suppose.
Nah, doesn't add up. £500 is a lot more than an incentive, Jenks. You can buy questions in Parliament for that kind of money. Sounds pretty desperate. Keep on her, Ryan, about it. Oh, and get yourself another drink.
Another drink. Thanks, Chief.
I'm having one. Bye.
Get yourself a drink. Oh, I'm having one. What do you mean? Have another drink? Is that a subtle way of telling me to go to the pub, or? I mean, I don't think so. I think it was more just... Okay, so someone's gotta... Why is it telling me to call the chief again? Is that just a mistake? Is that just a weird tech thing? Let me see. I might as well try.
Jenks, tell me what you know first, but this time I've got something to tell you.
Oh.
Really? Well, what I found out is that Simon was asked by Ryan to test Kate to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate.
Prime what?
Prime candidate. It's the best of the bunch. The best Atlas student. The prime candidate gets an instant job on a fantastic salary as soon as they leave the course.
And how do they work out who's the best of the bunch?
That's what I'm trying to work out.
Well, that's very interesting. I'll tell you what I know, shall I? That name they used to trade under, Third Eye. Turns out they were investigated 3 years ago over an allegation of physical abuse.
Whoa.
Torture, Jenks. Witness had puncture marks through both her hands.
And Atlas weren't charged?
There was nothing to charge them with. The witness inflicted the wounds herself. Witness said it was something called threshold testing, whatever that means.
Yep.
Go figure.
Yep.
As they say in America.
Can I ask the Rands about this?
Well, there's no point. They won't tell you anything, and it'll just put them on the defensive. Just keep chipping away at them. Try and find out what this testing involves. That's the best thing. Get something on them, and you'll be in a better position.
Right. Thank you, Chief.
Nearly there, Jenks.
Nearly there, Jenks. Jenks, you're nearly there. Have another drink. I'm having several. Okay, so we've got work here now. And I think it has to do with the Rands. The Rands.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Receives kickback payment. Well-paid job. Best students. Knows he was interested in blondes. Was it him that said he was interested in Emma at some point, and Emma isn't blonde, and Kate isn't blonde, right? I mean, that's not what I meant to click. Where was Paul said Ryan has a weakness for blondes. Kate, not a blonde. Emma, also not a blonde. Uh, uh... Photo frames and paint.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Fuck. Okay, let me go to the other rand here. We are oh so close.
A few more questions, please.
Students aren't tested, just sounds... Students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, maybe? And then... little incentive? Ah! Yeah! Yeah!
So,
yeah, that felt good.
students aren't coerced or bribed in any way. Except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
Or was the money for some... The money has to have been for, like, hush money, it feels like. So that would have added... Let me see. Where was the whole... Because it's not here. Aren't coerced or bribed in any way. So where is that? Where was... What tab was this under? Oh, here we go. Students pay for their course per session. Believed. Okay, so these are the two things it looks like we got here. So I think we're going to have to press deeper here. Gave Kate the money to test and assess her. Students pay for the course per session. Students aren't tested. Dun 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 dun. Where was the fuck was that again? Why do I always keep... Ryan says students aren't tested. And fuck, why is my memory so bad where I'm like, I don't know what I just clicked. Okay, here we go. Got it. Look at that. Son? Son?
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was
Oh,
in
did he
the
just
running
spill
to
his
be
drink
prime
everywhere?
candidate.
Yes.
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
Oh my god.
If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Damn. I am on it tonight. You know, part 2, I checked the guide a couple times because I was lost. I am on it right now, dude. So now we have Kate's prime candidate status. All right, again, we're just gonna start from the edge here.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
All right, doesn't know
Thank
anything.
You. Probably be back later.
Probably not, honestly. James, I think you're done at this point. Where does that leave us? 93. Oh, the mystery's almost solved. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, this is so exciting.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
That sounds like they had a lot of trust in Simon if they have him overwatch it, like watching over a prime candidate, you know? Kate was being tested. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. Don't use threshold testing. Students not encouraged to hurt each other. Don't use threshold testing. Just checking really quick.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay. I'll let you go for now. Are we just gonna end up arresting the whole town? Just everyone? Everyone but James survives. That'd be a great twist.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Okay.
Be
Sure.
back later on, if that's okay.
I believe you.
A couple more questions, if that's okay. Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
She never talked about Atlas? Didn't know about Kate's prime candidate status. Kate didn't discuss the Atlas course.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
Didn't think Kate could be prime candidate.
Thank
Okay.
you. Probably be back later.
Didn't think... Wasn't it from him that we got that? I wonder what Paul thinks are... Wait. Didn't we ask him about the prime candidates? Didn't we ask about the prime candidates?
Hello, Jenks. Yes, I'm still up. Thanks for asking.
It's
Chief
midnight.
Ryan admitted that he asked Simon to test Kate to see if she was good enough to be prime candidate, but he's throwing it all back on Simon. Says it was up to Simon about how he went about testing her.
Very convenient. What does Paul say?
He pretty much backs Ryan up. He claims they don't do any threshold testing.
Well, that's a load of horse droppings. He knows you're onto him, Jenks, which means you're getting somewhere at last. It's only taken you until midnight, but well done nonetheless. Listen, call me back. I'm watching an old movie that Christopher Lee's only just turned up, so I'll be here for another hour or so, yeah?
Okay, Chief. I'll call again.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I'm another drink. Okay, so... wonder what Paul thinks about prime candidates. So that makes me think there's some kind of contradiction here.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Unless I'm being thrown for a loop here. Don't use threshold testing seems off. Gardening not his thing. No. Kate Vine flirted with Paul. Wait, no, that's not what I I was about to be like, oh, and then blondes, but that's not a thing.
Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well,
Nah. It's got to be one of these four things, then. Kate was being tested. Leaders don't get involved in testing students. Paul said it's company student. Oh, the fucking filming of the theft stunt. Wait, the theft stunt. Paul said it's company policy that leaders don't become involved in testing students. But the theft stunt. Right? Where is it? There is more to this, right? Committed fake theft. Ugh. Ugh, I feel like I might need a bit of help. Let me see. What did I type? Let me see. I might need a bit of hint. A bit of hint. Does that make sense? See, I'm trying to do an accent. I'm trying not to spoil myself though here. Nope, way further than that. I feel like I'm so close to it, you know? Aren't tested. Okay, we got that. Okay, the last page of this walkthrough here. Let me see. Okay. This seems weird, but let me... Wait, am I... Yeah. Don't use threshold testing and then... This seems weird because I don't know if I'd ever have... It's this guy that I said Part of the course, and then don't use threshold testing. These are together? What? I would never have thought this. What is this?
You don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul, because you told me that the students use that CD in the mirror room.
I would not have
I've
gotten
listened
that.
to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing.
I wouldn't have remembered
You
that
keep
it
batting
mentioned
this
threshold
away,
testing.
Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really tested, but I am this close to launching a full-scale investigation.
Look, we get a kickback from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under that much pressure?
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
50 grand?
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect employees. Month after month. That's all we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
What a weird business.
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good, all right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
50 grand.
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
It's midnight, man.
I'll see myself out.
He's on the ropes.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
Oh, he's snooping. He's snooping. Oh, shit.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
You sought this.
Oh, no. Jenks, watch out.
And you sought it. Tonight.
Jenks, he's gonna try to kill you. Oh my god. Jenks. Oh no. Kyle. Asshole Kyle. Alright, a lot just happened.
That doesn't sound good. Two totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad.
Yes.
What's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in.
Yes, lock yourself in. Okay, I'm curious. Let me see if I can... Ooh, 96%. Where's the... Okay, I want to rewatch because I don't remember what the CD was saying when he was in the mirror room. So I'm very curious actually to see what the scene says. So here we go.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is
I
all
love
about
this scene.
identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious.
Like the organ music.
As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger. The more you separate from your persona, the more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions. Chant with us.
Chant.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I am free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself.
This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed Module 1.
There we go.
Module
There it
2
says
covers
threshold
boundary
testing.
threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting the module.
That is so tiny of a detail. I don't feel bad looking up that contradiction because damn. There was no way I was going to be able to find that. All right, we got to go to Atlas, it says. What's happening in Atlas? Uh-oh.
Damn. I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
Oh no, if we go back to the woods, are we going to get ganked by Kyle? Watch out, Jenks. Jenks, watch out. Jenks. Oh, Jenks. Oh, whoa. Oh my god.
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Kyle, and then you can deal with
Holy shit.
ridiculous police inspector.
Don't kill her.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
What the?
Inspecting. So, come on.
I would be like,
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector.
He's
The best
gotta
thing that
watch
you can
out.
do is turn around, go away, and leave us to
He's
it.
about to kill someone.
What? That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Endurance.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle!
Kyle.
Jesus.
Drop it!
He's gonna kill this woman.
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those people.
Not looking
I
good.
heard this account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday after the meeting. Now, Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
So are you telling me that
Simon killed her? Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
any more likely than you, Ryan?
Kyle really wanted to kill tonight.
Pig.
Yeah. Kyle says, "Oh! Ah!"
Police brutality.
Kyle says, "A-cab," and then Jenks says, "Fuck you."
You okay?
I don't think she's okay. I think you need to watch out for her and maybe take her into custody for protection, maybe? Jenks?
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
Oh, shit. So Ryan claimed that he saw Simon walking Kate home last Friday night. Oh my god. This has got to be right towards the end of this game.
Ask you a couple more things, please. What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
What? Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I was in the running. It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
It was Ryan.
Simon,
Speak,
calm
Jenks.
down.
No, I can prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's driving license, please.
Interesting.
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something.
Simon's gonna bust
See
him.
this pattern? Now look at that. It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan. He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once. Why has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
I have no idea, Simon.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Ryan was testing her. He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere. It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
Jenks finds it hard to believe him.
Far-fetched, Simon.
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas
But
works.
Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And what if yours is all over it?
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
What's happening? Something's happening. He's gonna return with a gun or something. Watch out, Jenks. Jenks, he's gonna try to get you. You're trapped in his house. Jenks. I'm scared. Uh-oh.
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
Pattern sticky tape. Okay, where did he go? Where did he go? Left into the woods? To the jetty? Nope, not to the jetty. No, fuck, I went backwards. No, Lake Junction. Further into woods. Clearing. Nope. Oh, he's going back to Alice? What is this? Wait, what? Wait, was I not supposed to find him and follow him? I gotta ask Emma, James, and Rebecca. Okay. That was weird. I thought it was saying, like, oh, tail him. Keep going. Oh, shit. No. No.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, Emma, your boyfriend just ran away. Or whatever your status with him is.
Did Simon mention walking home with anyone after the meeting last Friday?
No, he just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate.
No, definitely not.
So I didn't walk home with Kate.
Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Thank you.
A likely
Probably
story.
Be back later.
A likely story. Okay. Who else? James and Rebecca. Okay. We'll ask the village idiot, James.
Ask about a few more things, please. Do you know how well Simon knew Kate?
Not really.
Did you ever see them together?
No, why? Do you think he killed her?
I've no idea. Do you think he'd be capable of that?
Do you think we're all capable of it?
No, I don't.
Sure. So you've never been in your police car responding to an incident, driven past a school at high speed?
Don't know. Maybe.
Well, you've answered your own question then. When you've got a need and things get in your way, it's human nature to either ignore them or get rid of them. Any way you can. That's all murder is, isn't it?
What?
Maybe you're right.
All right. Everyone is capable of murder. Everyone.
Ever seen tape like this anywhere before?
No.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
We're so close to busting this wide open. Where did Simon run off to is my question. Like, where... Said he went to the woods, and there's not much... I mean, you look at the map. If he went towards the woods from here, there's not much for him to go to. Yeah.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know, because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Ryan had some patterned sticky tape. Last saw tape approximately 2 months ago.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Tricky. Oh, we gotta call the chief. I was thinking that it was gonna be like, hey, chief update time.
Just as it gets to the good bit, great. Go on, Jenks.
So, where to start? Paul admitted that they do use threshold testing. Apparently they get a wedge of cash from various companies in exchange for each prime candidate they produce.
Interesting.
Also, I met Ryan and some of his friends in the woods in the middle of some sort of occult ceremony. I have no idea what they were doing, but it did not look good. But Ryan insisted that Simon walked Kate home after the meeting last Friday. He's claiming Simon killed her.
And what does Simon say?
He doesn't agree.
He says he
Surprisingly,
didn't.
He says it was Ryan, because of something to do with a piece of tape stuck to Kate's driving license, which Simon claims belonged to Ryan. Claims it was Ryan who was testing Kate by sticking the driving license to a tree in the woods in the dark and telling Kate to get it, knowing she'd fall in. And no, before you ask, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Right, so basically Simon says Ryan was testing her and Ryan says Simon was testing her. Well, either one of them is lying or neither of them are. And nobody was testing anybody.
I suppose that's always a possibility.
Wouldn't surprise me, Jenks. Well, I don't know. I can't help you. But you're as close as you're going to get. Just check everything that everyone's said. Go through everyone's statements. The answer's in there somewhere. Call me back when there's some good news, eh? Preferably a confession.
God, it's really...
I can get one. Yeah. Thanks, Chief.
Good night.
The part wasn't captioned for some reason. So it's literally just saying you've got to review everything you've unlocked at this point, and the answer is within you. Oh boy. Is it gonna... See, here's my thing. Is it... Whoa, Simon's gone, so I don't think we can even ask Simon about anything. But, like... Oh, don't go behind the house. No, 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 no. Oh, we can't go inside the house either. Oh, no. So that means... the only people we can talk to... Oh, no. James, Rebecca, and Emma. Because we can't make it into Atlas at this point, right? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, let's think about this. Let me go to Emma. She may have some kind of motive.
A few more questions, please.
Recognizes the tape, but not sure. Simon didn't walk home with Kate last Friday. The thing is, I would imagine if this is the final contradiction to find out, it's going to be within one of these things, that last things we found, right? Something about the tape. Something about the accusation. Simon didn't walk home with Kate last Friday. Pattern sticky tape.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Emma, Rebecca, or James? So if we think of those three people as the potential candidates, James doesn't seem like he would do anything. Emma, maybe? She was having a fling with Ryan for some reason. But now I'm thinking like Rebecca. Rebecca here, if she caught wind of something, especially if Ryan was like had a fling with fucking Emma, and then was potentially going to do the same thing with Kate, and he was giving her money, that doesn't look good, you know? And then Rebecca catches wind of this all. Potentially?
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
I'm trying everything within me not to just look up the final contradiction answer here. I just don't know. Okay, let me see if I can slowly scroll. Okay, I'm trying to see how little I can potentially not. James thinks anyone can murder, didn't recognize the tape. Okay. I didn't spoil 100%, but it is something with Rebecca. That's at least as far as I know. So again, I'm going to think it has to do with one of these most recently. Last saw the tape. Ryan had some pattern sticky tape. Last saw the tape approximately 2 months ago. What else did she handle? Is it something about prescription? Ryan had some pattern sticky tape. Last saw it approximately 2 months ago. I mean, if it is about the tape, right? Then between these two, saying that you had last seen it 2 months ago. I'm gonna go through from the top here. Let me see. Didn't see who Kate was with. Very drunk. Let me just make sure it's not this. Okay. An argument. Taped over the broken window? Is it this? If this is it. Oh my god. Oh.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside? That's the same tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that
Oh
was
no,
found attached
Rebecca.
to Kate's driving license, found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course, you.
Oh
So
no.
what's he saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't
Oh,
accusing
no.
you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What'll come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca,
Oh shit.
would you like to explain to me exactly
Oh my
what
god.
is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my husband?
Oh shit.
I think you had better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Oh no.
Okay. You want to know what I
A
know?
leggy bitch.
Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money, our money.
How did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
Oh my god.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try, Rebecca?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just pushed her down with it until she stopped. Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
Jesus.
You killed her, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
She slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Who?
Emma.
Emma.
Bum bum bada.
It was Emma.
Oh shit.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine. You do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Damn. Damn.
So, it appears that Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistaken identity. But there are some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods?
Yeah, what was he doing?
If I hadn't interrupted. And what really happened to Liam last year? It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas and the Rand business empire. Trying to find out about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog. He gives nothing away and covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas
Oh, a
weren't
pentagram.
too wide of the mark after all. I get the feeling There's still a lot more to learn about the Rand business empire.
You're gonna have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon. Thank you for your interest.
Yeah. Damn. We need a sequel. Shit, they've left it open for a sequel. Magnusending. Damn, Rebecca just killed her. Oh, there's the XXX DVD. Numa Films. 2015. 2015? That means we've been with 6 years? 7 years now almost going on? Without a sequel? How dare you? We need more. I need to continue the story of Jenks. Excellent. Excellent. Game completed with no cheats used. We hope you enjoyed playing Contradiction. This was an experimental independent game made on a tiny budget. If you liked it, please leave a review of the game and make yourself heard. Dude, I totally will. I totally will. I think it just stays at 96%, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to see the 100% here. That's excellent. Now, here's the thing. I do know that I don't know if it's the exact same company, but I would assume it's at least related people. There are other games that have like these actors in them with more FMV titles that I've been keeping my eye on for quite some time. I would say it's probably likely that those will be picked up, and I'll be taking a look at those to be played on stream as well sometime here in the future. That was actually really fun. It's like, you know, full FMV, campy, fun acting. Everyone knows what they're making. Some of the logic to some of the contradictions is maybe a little obtuse, you know? And I think I get why they did it. I don't necessarily understand or I don't know how they would maybe avoid it. And it seemed like sometimes they would go back to earlier items, but having your whole list to scroll through of things that are possible contradiction points was a bit like unwieldy, I would say. But aside from that, I think that was a pretty dang excellent game for what it was, right? I think all the actors did a pretty good job. It's, I think, a fine line to straddle between taking it 100% serious and then like having fun with it, to the point where if you're having like way too much fun with it and not trying hard enough, then it wouldn't be good. You know what I mean? So I think they struck that line and that balance really well on the acting part. But that was really good. And yeah, they very clearly set themselves up for some kind of potential sequel, it looks like, because they left it pretty open there. And of course, I mean, shit. Like, I feel like Jenks, I mean, I'm not here claiming to be an expert of the legal system or anything, but it feels as if Ryan and, you know, the Kyle, Kyle with a knife held against someone. Seems like that's got to be some grounds for some kind of thing and not just allow them to walk away scot-free. But again, not an expert on the legal system here, and definitely not an expert on how the legal system works overseas. Oh, that's good. That's fucking good. Okay, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me play. Like I said, I'm big into these FMV type games, and yeah, we'll look in the future to continue playing games of similar kind, and maybe we'll see some of these actors again in some future games. Let's see.